It is Tuesday, 6th day of May 2025. Welcome to the Lord Aboga TV newspaper review. Straight away we start by the Standard, whereby the main headline is Burden of Advisors. Now, this is something that very interesting, and it just revolves around the integrity levels of President William Samoei Ruto. I remember sometimes back, President William Samoei Ruto, after withdrawing the 2024-2025 finance bill, President William Samoei Ruto, while addressing the nation, said that he is going to cut the advisors by 50%.
The number of advisors in government shall be reduced by 50% within the public service with immediate effect. Budget lines.
Now, it is unfortunate that President William Samoei Ruto keeps on coming up with new advisors again and again. I don't know, maybe the president meant that he's going to increase advisors by 50%, because he is doing completely opposite of what he said. He has, as we've been seeing in recent past, he has been appointing advisors left, right, and center. Now, I don't understand what President William Samoei Ruto always mean. His words, or he just speaks by the virtue of speaking so that he can be heard that he spoke. Now, for instance, we have 3 advisors at cabinet secretary level. That is Monica Juma, we have Moses Kuria, we have David Ndii. These advisors get an equal gross salary like that to a cabinet secretary. They take home each and every month 957,000 Kenya shillings. That is per advisor. And these are Monica Juma, who is an advisor in charge of national security, advisor to president. Then you have Moses Kuria, senior advisor, Council of Economic Advisors to the president. Then we have David Ndii, who is the chairperson of President's Council of Economic Advisor. Coming to another hand, we have advisors who are of the permanent secretary level. Those are people like Edward Kisiangani, who is senior advisor, Council of Economic Advisors to President. Then we have Jaoko Oburu, who is a special advisor, Economic Empowerment, Sustainable Livelihoods. Then we have 17 others. You see, President William Samoei Ruto's advisors at principal level take home 13.6 million Kenya shillings each and every month. Those are just advisors to President William Samoei Ruto. You've not come to those other staff in the State House who don't have specified roles. This is the very president who was telling us that we should now live as per our means. Now is the same very person who is going ahead giving unspecified roles to these people so that they can just enjoy government's benefits. That is a sad state of affairs. This is what the Standard writes: gobbling over Kenya shillings 1 billion annually in salaries and office costs. President Ruto's growing team of 20 advisors is a heavy burden on taxpayers. Despite their impressive CVs, many fail to offer tangible benefits to Kenyans, within their roles overlapping those of cabinet secretaries, leaving the country questioning their usefulness. That is our Kenya today, whereby the president commits that is going to cut the budget of these advisors by 50%. Then he end up increasing these advisors by 75%. That is so unfortunate. And it is high time President William Samoei Ruto keeps his word, because the president always says this and does completely opposite to what he says. That is an unfortunate state of affairs, and it is high time that President William Samoei Ruto starts speaking the truth. Now again, coming on to the Standard here, again it indicates that police indicate that they have arrested 3 in Migori shoe incident, whereby, remember, on Sunday while the president was addressing a gathering in Migori, somebody threw a shoe unto him. Now, as we speak, 3 are in custody. The investigations are ongoing. Again, here we see a story that hooligans threatens local football. I think this story is coming up in regards to the Shabana Gor Mahia match that was in Kisii over the weekend, and it brought about chaos, serious chaos, that many people were injured. Now, it is unfortunate that a place like football pitch, whereby it is supposed to serve as an enjoyment center, comes out full of chaos left, right, and center. That is so unfortunate. Again, I think that is what we have as per the standard today. Straight we move on to the Daily Nation, whereby the main headline is Ruto's office get 2.3 billion Kenya shillings for facelift. Again, that is another thing that we've been talking about, whereby the president commits to cut costs in day-to-day government operations, but goes ahead and increase the very costs that he committed to cut. And I can remember this State House just the other day. It was renovated by a budget of 1.7 billion Kenya shillings. I don't understand here. 1.7 billion Kenya shillings just for renovation. And again, there is 2.3 billion shillings allocated unto the very State House for other renovations. What are these renovations taking place? Now, I've been in the construction industry kidogo tu, si sana. I was wondering, what is 2.3 billion Kenya shillings going to do unto renovations? Because with 30 million Kenya shillings, you can get a 5-storied building in Nairobi environs. Now, this is 2.3 billion Kenya shillings. Remember, this is not an amount for setting up a new State House. This is an amount for renovations. Wait a little bit. Let me just take you back. 2024, 1.7 billion Kenya shillings was spent for State House renovations. It is 2025. 2025-2026 financial year, again the executive is allocating 2.3 billion Kenya shillings for State House renovations. Which is these renovations going on at State House? Because that amount is just way too much. Way too much. And again, President William Samoei Ruto is the one who keeps on telling us to live as per our means. Is 2.3 billion Kenya shillings set aside for renovation a basic need unto the Kenyan struggling economy? I think, to my understanding, that is a no. President William Samoei Ruto, State House renovation is not a basic need unto the Kenyan people. That is so unfortunate that year in, year out, you allocate billions just for renovations. Hey, indeed, this State House is just but a serious cash cow. I don't know. To me, it is unexplainable that 2.3 billion shillings can just go onto renovations of State House. Again, this is what the Daily Nation writes. Kenyan taxpayers will pay billions of shillings to upgrade President William Ruto's offices in the new budget, whose implementation begins on July 1st, 2025, making it one of the few state agencies to enjoy increased cash allocations. Again, here unto the Daily Nation writes that 174 billion Kenya shillings will go onto the counties. Again here, KDF, teachers and police get extra 45 billion Kenya shillings. This is the amount, 45 billion will be used to employ teachers and police officers and to the service. I think as to the budget, as things goes by day in, day out, we'll be analyzing this budget, the 2025-2026 financial year budget, and we'll be bringing you onto these updates day in, day out as the budget process is ongoing. Thank you for subscribing unto Lord Aboga TV. Remember to click the notification bell so that when we come up with this interesting political and governance content, YouTube will automatically notify you. Till next time, goodbye.